Hold on to your hats, folks. We're going behind the scenes at the largest turkey processing plants in the US, the epicenter of Thanksgiving. Over 9 billion turkeys are produced annually to feed the nation's insatiable appetite. Can you imagine? But what secrets lie within these walls? How do they keep up with such incredible demand? Hit that like button and let's get this turkey party started. The turkey is a large bird in the genus Meleagris, native to North America. There are two extant turkey species, the wild turkey and the ocellated turkey. The ocellated turkey is eaten by humans. The indigenous people of Mexico first domesticated them from at least 800 BC onwards. Turkeys were first exported to Europe via Spain around 1519. Where they gained immediate popularity among the aristocratic classes. Compared to wild turkeys, domestic turkeys are selectively bred to grow larger in size for their meat. Turkey forms a central part of modern Thanksgiving celebrations in the United States of America and is often eaten at similar holiday occasions such as Christmas. Modern hatcheries meticulously control temperature and humidity to create the perfect environment for egg incubation. When the time comes, tiny chicks emerge, bursting forth from their shells. Workers carefully assess each chick, selecting only the most vibrant and promising individuals to continue their journey. These turkeys are nurtured with a special diet packed with protein and minerals. Soon, they are moved to spacious areas where they can roam and thrive. Harvest time arrives, and the turkeys are gently gathered using automated systems to minimize stress. Carefully loaded into specialized cages and transported to the processing plants. But don't think their adventure ends here. This is just the beginning of an incredible journey. The trucks arrive and the processing begins. Turkeys are efficiently moved from cages onto conveyor belts, where they are hung upside down on automated hooks. The process begins with humane and efficient stunning, using either electricity or carbon dioxide gas to ensure the turkeys are rendered unconscious quickly. Next, automated precision blades swiftly sever the main arteries, ensuring efficient blood drainage, a crucial step in maintaining the highest quality and safety standards. Following scalding in hot water to soften the skin, the turkeys enter the defeathering stage. High-speed rotating rubber fingers effectively remove the majority of feathers in a matter of seconds. Then, the turkey feet will also be removed by the cutting machine system. Now for the evisceration stage. Sounds simple, right? Wrong! Automated machines meticulously remove the internal organs, while eagle-eyed workers inspect every nook and cranny for any signs of trouble. But wait, there's more. Those top-notch livers, gizzards, and hearts? They get their own VIP treatment, packaged up for delicious dishes. The turkeys with empty bellies will be checked and cleaned one last time with the automatic cleaning machine. They will then be gently washed with the robotic arms that continuously spray water. Once completely clean inside and out, now the turkeys are fully ready for the chilling phase. These massive tanks, kept at near freezing temperatures, are the true game changers. The turkeys are quickly cooled down to a temperature below 4 degrees Celsius, a crucial step to lock in freshness and prevent bacterial growth. The neck breaker and tail cutter machines will take care of the trimming and trimming of our turkeys. Now for the finishing touches. Only turkeys of suitable weight are selected for whole packing. High-tech machinery steps in, precisely weighing each turkey before it's expertly vacuum sealed. Every package is then meticulously labeled with crucial information like weight, production date, and expiration. Beyond whole turkeys, the plant also produces a variety of products including pre-cut portions. The turkey wings will usually be the first part to be separated from the body. After the wings are processed, the turkey's bodies are cut in half so that workers and machines can easily separate the parts. Here it is, my favorite turkey leg. They will be separated by a sharp cutter and the excess meat removed, resulting in the most beautiful thigh pieces. Behind the scenes, there's a significant environmental story. Turkey processing demands vast amounts of water, particularly during cleaning and chilling. But the industry is evolving. Advanced wastewater treatment systems are now in place, minimizing water usage and recycling precious resources. The finished goods are then distributed to supermarkets nationwide, ready to grace millions of family tables this Thanksgiving. Throughout this process, workers adhere strictly to food safety and hygiene regulations, from protective gear to disinfecting tools after each shift. The turkeys undergo a thorough health check. They are passed through automated systems that detect abnormalities or potential health issues. The freshest and highest quality turkeys are loaded onto large trucks and delivered to supermarkets near you. They are temperature controlled along the way to keep them at their best condition. With the development of modern cuisine, turkey can be processed into many diverse dishes for Thanksgiving. From farm to table, the turkey's journey is a testament to ingenuity and a commitment to sustainability. This is just a glimpse into the fascinating world of food production. Curious to learn more about how things are made? Then subscribe to our channel and explore more together. Welcome to a unique journey with our geese. Here, we combine dedicated care for our flocks with modern processing techniques to ensure the highest quality products. Every step reflects our commitment to excellence and true value. Hit like, subscribe, and join us in uncovering the fascinating story behind each product. Few people know that foie gras has a history that spans over 4,500 years. Its origins can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where it was discovered that by force-feeding geese large amounts of grain, they could make their livers grow abnormally large, far beyond their natural size. The Greeks and Romans, culinary masters of their time, inherited and elevated this technique. They found that feeding geese ripe figs not only made the liver softer, but also imparted a unique, unforgettable flavor. During the Middle Ages, the Jewish community not only spread the technique of raising geese, but also played a crucial role in developing foie gras recipes, laying the foundation for the renowned dishes we know today. However, it was not until the 19th century, thanks to modern preservation technology, that French foie gras truly gained worldwide fame. Foie gras pâté, served on silver plates, became the centerpiece of lavish banquets, symbolizing wealth and power. Today, foie gras is not only a high-end delicacy, but also a symbol of refinement in French cuisine and cultural heritage. From royal banquets to Michelin-starred restaurants, foie gras remains the top choice, offering an unforgettable culinary experience for those who appreciate perfection. Geese are adaptable birds with high reproductive capacity, commonly raised for eggs and meat. Their lifespan ranges from 10 to 15 years, and each female goose can lay 20 to 40 eggs per year, depending on the breed and care conditions. The farming process begins with incubators, where the eggs are placed in a warm environment at a temperature of about 37.5 degrees Celsius to develop over a period of 28 to 30 days. After this period, the eggs hatch into goslings. Once hatched, the goslings receive special care during their first weeks of life. Newborn goslings are very fragile and need careful nurturing. They are fed a nutritious diet consisting of goose feed, corn, and greens to help them grow healthy and strong. As the goslings grow, they will develop rapidly and the flock will increase. After about 4 to 6 months, the geese will mature and begin laying eggs. A female goose can lay 20 to 40 eggs per year, with each egg laid about 2 to 3 days apart. The eggs are collected immediately and marked to ensure quality. After collection, the eggs are placed in incubators to continue hatching. This creates a continuous cycle, from when the eggs are laid to when the goslings are raised and grow into mature geese. From the farm, geese weighing between 4 to 6 kilograms are loaded onto specialized trucks for transportation to the factory. The trucks can carry between 500 and 1,000 geese. Once the truck arrives at the factory, the geese are moved to the processing area, where they are defeathered using specialized machines. The defeathering process takes about 5 to 10 minutes per goose. Afterward, workers will process the meat, removing feathers and internal organs, leaving only the meat for further processing. The goose meat is handled and inspected for quality throughout the process. Once processed, the meat is transferred onto a conveyor belt and sent to the packaging area, where it is typically sealed in hygienic packaging, ready for distribution to the market. The process of raising geese for foie gras differs from raising them for meat, as it requires special care. The geese are fed a nutrient-rich diet, especially ground corn, through a feeding method called gavage, to stimulate rapid growth of the liver. After 2 to 3 weeks, once the liver reaches the desired size, it is harvested and filtered. After harvesting, foie gras is processed into premium dishes, with roasted or sautéed foie gras being the most popular. Chefs typically prepare it by lightly roasting or sautéing with delicate seasonings to maintain its natural flavor and smooth texture. Additionally, foie gras can also be made into foie gras pâté, a luxurious dish with a rich, smooth flavor, often served at upscale events or high-end restaurants. Did you know that over 7 million metric tons of tuna are caught each year to make canned tuna? This beloved food has been a staple in our diets for over a century. Curious about how those fresh tuna are processed into neat little cans in your kitchen shelf? Let's dive into the vast tuna processing facilities where this culinary transformation takes place. Our story begins in the early history of canned tuna. In the 20th century, when preserving food was necessary for long voyages and feeding growing populations, Albert P. Halfhill, a visionary entrepreneur with a knack for innovation, was inspired by the Spanish methods of preserving sardines and pondered the idea of canning tuna. Albert P. Halfhill perfected the process, and the first commercially viable canned tuna was born during World War II. Canned tuna became an essential source of protein for soldiers by the 1920s, becoming a staple for American farm seeking quick and nutritious meals. Today, canned tuna is a global favorite, enjoyed in countless recipes and providing a quick and easy protein source. Now, let's head straight behind the scenes. Large fishing boats, large boats that go out to sea and sometimes stay at sea for weeks in an attempt at catching the best tuna. To maintain the tuna's freshness, it is quickly chilled or frozen after on board. Handling chilling involves storing the fish at low temperatures, while freezing entails subjecting the fish to sub-zero temperatures. Chilled or frozen tuna is then transported to the cannery to undergo further processing. Next, skilled workers carefully remove the internal organs from the tuna to make processing more efficient. large tuna are cut into manageable pieces, while the smaller sized fish will be kept intact. The tuna after the initial processing will be loaded. The tuna into metal racks which are wheeled into large steam pressure cooking chambers called retorts. After the tuna is cooked by the steamer, it gets pulled out from the output door of the boiler, left right on a trolley rack, or moved to the chilling room to cool off before moving to the next stage. The cooked tuna then enters the final cleaning process, which is composed of two stages. The first stage, commonly referred to as pre-skinning, involves the removal of the head, tail, fins, and skin. The second stage, referred to as final cleaning, involves removing the backbone, pin bones, and red meat and polishing the loin. The fish pieces will get a scrub trim and polish, prepare nice fillets perfect for canning. The next stage is meat filling. Workers will arrange the tuna meats on a line attached to a roller. As a result, the meat is crushed under the roller and then the cans are filled with minced tuna meat by the machine. The tuna canning process in modern factories is on a whole new level. Everything is automated by canning lines and stuffing machines. While canning, workers have to check the weight of the cans again and adjust the weight of the can to make sure they are packed to the correct weight and are all the same. Cans are filled with the cooked tuna along with chosen medium, typically brine, water, and salt solution or oil. After being filled with oil or brine, the cans of tuna are transferred further to the lid sealing machine. Here, they are sealed tightly to prevent air from entering and to maintain product freshness. After the product is completely canned, it will go through the conveyor belt to rinsing machine to clean the cans. Throughout the entire production process, strict quality control measures are in place and samples are regularly taken for testing and analysis to verify the product's safety and quality. Then, the workers receive the cans and stack them layer by layer until the iron frame container is full, before put them into the sterilizer machine. The sealed cans undergo a process of heat sterilization to destroy any remaining bacteria, enzymes, or microorganisms. This step is vital for ensuring the canned tuna's safety and extending its shelf life. After sterilization, the cans are rapidly cooled to a safe temperature. This helps retain the tuna's quality and prevents any further cooking that could affect the product's texture and taste. Finished products are stacked on pallets to store for a week before moving to the packaging stage. The pallets are put into the conveyor belt to the packaging area, where the final products will be labeled according to the customer's specifications. The cans are labeled with essential information such as the product's name, expiration date, nutritional content, and branding. The cans are then carefully packed into cartons or boxes for shipping and distribution. The packaged and labeled canned tuna is now ready for distribution to retail stores and other markets. From sandwiches to salads, or even many other dishes, tuna is always a nutritious ingredient chosen by many people. If you're curious about how your favorite foods make it from the field to your plate, there's so much more to discover. Please subscribe, like, and comment to stay engaged with the fascinating world of food production. Each year, the world produces approximately 1.9 million metric tons of honey. The US alone consumes about 600 million pounds of honey annually. The big question is, how do beekeepers produce so much honey? And why is it so beloved by people worldwide? Grab a spoon and get ready to explore how honey is made right from the hive to your home. With millions of tons of honey produced annually, the growing demand for honey has fueled the expansion of beekeeping operations around the globe. A bustling beehive can be home to tens of thousands of hardworking bees. Under the right conditions, a healthy colony can produce up to 90 kilograms of golden nectar. Honey is one of the few foods that can be preserved almost indefinitely if kept in dry, airtight conditions. To harvest honey, beekeepers first need to calm the bees. They use a gentle smoke made from dried mugwort or wood to soothe the bees, making the process safer and less stressful. This allows them to work safely and without disturbing the hive. They can use a broom or sweeper like this to sweep the bees out of the hive. With this way, the bees will be safe and their nectar will not be destroyed. The journey of honey continues as the honey-filled hives are transferred into neatly arranged boxes. The boxes are loaded onto trucks and transported to the processing factory for handling and production. After arriving at the honey house factory, the honey extraction process begins with utilizing advanced uncupping machines. These machines efficiently remove the wax caps from the honeycomb, ensuring that the pure honey remains intact. The wax removed during the uncapping process isn't discarded. It's collected and repurposed to make various products. The uncapped honeycombs are now primed for the next step in the honey-making journey: extraction. The honeycombs are placed in a large, spinning drum called a centrifugal extractor. The extractor's spinning motion will then separate the honey from the wax. These machines use centrifugal force to spin the honeycombs, causing the honey to separate from the wax and drip down. The honey that has been flung out of the combs collects at the bottom of the extractor, where it is drained into holding tanks. These vessels, often made of stainless steel, preserve the honey's quality and freshness. The workers carefully collect the emptied honeycombs, ready to be cleaned and reused. To achieve the highest quality, the honey undergoes a testing lab and a meticulous filtration process. This removes any impurities, leaving behind pure, golden honey. Once the honey is purified, it's stored in temperature-controlled containers. This ensures it maintains its quality until it's ready to be bottled. When it's time to bottle, they take the barrels of honey out of the warehouse and pour them into giant tanks. At the beginning of the line, the jars are cleaned and placed on the conveying line. From the holding tanks, the honey travels through a network of pipes to the packaging line. High-tech machines precisely fill each jar with a perfect amount of honey. Not stopping there, these honey jars will need to go through a testing machine with careful observation from quality control workers. This step is grading. Honey jars suspected of not meeting packaging standards will be retained. After the bottling process, the honey is packaged in boxes or crates ready for distribution. The journey of honey continues as the packaged jars are shipped to stores, restaurants, food manufacturers, or directly to customers around the world. Beyond its delicious taste, honey offers a range of health benefits. It's a powerful natural remedy that can aid digestion, soothe sore throats, and improve skin health. So, there you have it, the incredible journey of honey from hive to home. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Americans consume over 1 billion gallons of ice cream annually, more than 4 billion liters. With a population of around 330 million, that's an average of 23 liters per person each year. Ever wondered how your favorite treat is made in factories? Let's dive in and explore the process through this video. Ice cream is believed to have first appeared in China around 200 BCE. Made from ice, rice, and milk. During the Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 CE, emperors enjoyed a similar dish made by mixing milk with camphor and freezing it. In the 11th century, ancient Persians created a dessert called sharbat, using ice and fruit, considered a precursor to modern ice cream. The idea of frozen desserts spread to Europe through the Crusades or explorers like Marco Polo. In the 17th century, Antonio Latini in Italy wrote a recipe for sorbetto. Catherine de' Medici introduced ice cream to France in 1533 when she married King Henry II. Café Procopi in France started serving ice cream to the public in the late 17th century, though it remained primarily a treat for the elite. After a period of time, cream began to spread to the Atlantic regions. It appeared in America in 1744, as recorded at the house of the governor of Maryland. Both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were fond of ice cream, with Jefferson even building ice houses to preserve it. According to many sources, African-American chef Augustus Jackson from Philadelphia is considered the father of modern ice cream for developing a method to control temperature by adding salt to ice, revolutionizing its production. With increasing demand, ice cream quickly became one of the world's most popular and cherished desserts, a status it continues to enjoy today. Now, let's dive into the sweet world and discover the process of making ice cream. Once you have all your ingredients, it's time to put them together. The next step is homogenization, where the fat molecules are broken down into smaller particles to ensure a consistent texture and flavor, ensuring that every spoonful has the smooth, rich texture we love. Next comes the part everyone has been waiting for: adding flavors, colors, and shaping the ice cream. The ice cream is then created and molded to cool. Chilling the mixture for an extended period allows the fat globules in the ice cream to blend with other ingredients, resulting in a smoother texture when frozen. This process helps prevent large ice crystals from forming and creates a uniform, stable mixture, reducing the risk of separation after freezing. After sufficient cooling time, The ice cream mixture can be tested for quality by methods such as sensory testing, smoothness, fat, flavor, and microbiological testing to ensure that the product meets food safety standards. After freezing, the ice cream undergoes hardening, where cold air rapidly lowers the temperature to prevent ice crystals and maintain texture. It is then frozen to a manageable firmness for cutting. Automatic machines use sharp or heated blades to cut it into precise sizes, improving efficiency.
If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay updated on more exciting videos coming soon.
The canned seafood industry plays a crucial role in global food production, providing convenient and nutritious options for consumers worldwide. In this video, we'll dive into the processing methods for various types of seafood, including crab, sardine, and shrimp, showing how they are prepared and canned in factories. Let's explore the journey these seafood products take from ocean to can. The history of canned food began in the 19th century, driven by Napoleon's need to preserve food for his army. In 1809, Appert discovered that heating sealed glass jars preserved food, pioneering modern canning. In 1810, Peter Durand patented food preservation in tin cans, a lighter, durable alternative to glass jars, revolutionizing canning. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked the golden age of canned food, with mass production making it affordable and familiar brands like Heinz, Campbell's, and Del Monte emerging. Let's begin this journey of discovery from the ocean, where fresh batches of crabs are harvested. These high-quality fresh crabs are then brought to the factory, ready for processing. Now, the crabs undergo thorough cleaning and washing. This step is crucial for removing surface contaminants, including dirt, impurities, and bacteria. Once cleaned, the crabs are placed in a steaming pot, allowing the meat to shrink and separate easily from the shell. This process lasts about 40 minutes, after which the crabs are removed and cooled in a cold storage facility. This step ensures that only high-quality, intact meat is selected for canning, with any shell fragments or damaged meat being removed. They are then placed in cans, ready for packaging. Once fully cooled, the canned seafood is packaged in cartons for distribution. The sardine fishing process begins before sunrise, with fishermen using bright lights to attract the fish. After being caught, the sardines are carefully transferred into large containers and immediately chilled with ice to preserve their freshness before processing. Once brought into the factory, the sardines undergo a thorough washing process to remove any dirt, scales, or impurities. During processing, the sardines are carefully trimmed to remove undesirable parts such as fins, bones, and internal organs, preparing them for packaging. Labels are printed on packaging materials, and then the sardines, along with sauce, are carefully placed into cans and sealed. After sealing, the cans are steam cooked for preservation. They then move along a conveyor system for final inspection before being stored. let's move on to the final seafood in today's journey: shrimp. The shrimp are caught and then transferred onto trucks for transportation to the factory. Now, shrimp are inspected for quality, ensuring they meet the required standards before proceeding. The shrimp are first washed to eliminate surface impurities, then transferred to the processing line for further preparation. The shrimp are fed into an automatic peeling system where they are efficiently shelled. At this stage, the shrimp are transferred to a system where they are boiled at a temperature below 90 degrees Celsius to prevent overcooking or becoming mushy. After boiling, the shrimp are quickly cooled to preserve their texture and freshness. They are then moved along the processing line for further cleaning. Finally, the cleaned shrimp are carefully packaged into cans, sealed, and prepared for distribution. If you love the fresh taste of canned seafood, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Smoked salmon, celebrated for its rich, salty flavor. It's a delicacy with a story to tell. From its origins as a method to preserve food to becoming a luxurious treat, the secret lies in the time-honored art of smoking. But have you ever wondered how thousands of these exquisite fillets are crafted in bustling factories each year? In this video, we'll unveil the fascinating journey of smoked salmon and dive into the history of how this age-old food evolved. Buckle up and let's go! The journey of smoked salmon began thousands of years ago. Native Americans and Scandinavians used smoke to preserve fish. This wasn't just a culinary preference, but a survival technique in the icy grip of long winters. Then, we see the evolution of this preservation technique. To meet the demands of war, a method was developed to keep fish edible over extended periods. However, the war's aftermath brought unforeseen consequences. Salmon teetered on the brink of extinction due to overfishing and pollution, and this turned salmon from a common food staple into a luxury item. Smoked salmon was also a common dish in Greek and Roman culture throughout history. often eaten at large gatherings and celebrations. The process of creating smoked salmon is a journey that begins long before it reaches your plate. It all starts in the crystal clear, pristine waters of Scotland, known for its abundance of high-quality salmon fish. Every day, expert fishers venture into these waters, carefully selecting the freshest and finest salmon. These salmon are chosen not only for their exceptional quality, but also for their robust flavor and texture, which make them ideal for the smoking process. The salmon then are quickly transported to the factory to ensure the utmost freshness. Once at the factory, a team of skilled workers takes over their hands deftly, maneuvering through the process of cleaning all the fish's internal organs. They then package the whole fish and ship it to the smoked salmon processing plant. Upon arrival, fresh salmon is promptly washed and then deheaded using automated cutting lines. The fish are then filleted into 2 equal portions using a specialized cutting system. The beautiful fillets will be transported by conveyor belt to the dual pin boning machining area. Here, the fishbone removal process will be handled quickly with a spiral gear system. While the machine can effectively remove larger bones, smaller bones and any residual bone fragments in the fish will require manual removal by a team of workers. Once the deboning process is complete, the salmon fillets are thoroughly cleaned. It should be noted that some factories opt to leave the bones in the fillets until after the smoking process. The secret to the delicious taste of smoked salmon lies in its curing process. This process can be done by spice spreaders or by artisan hands. The salt pulls moisture away from the salmon. At the same time, the brown sugar adds a subtle sweetness, complementing the inherent richness. This curing process also helps to preserve the salmon, extending its shelf life. Each region will have different marinades and spice recipes. In some places, they will use the brining method with a mild mixture of seasonings. After a good curing time, the fillets are rinsed at the rinse station, where the fish gets a quick jacuzzi bath. Then, they will be left to dry, forming a pellicle, a thin lacquer-like layer that will help the smoke adhere to the fish. Apple wood chips or chunks of real hickory hardwood will be measured in exact amounts to create the correct scent and smoke level. Now, let's turn up the heat. It's time for the salmon to meet the smoke. The fillets are delicately placed in giant ovens. Some ingredients such as honey or alcohol may be added, lending a unique depth of flavor to the salmon. The smoking process is a slow, patient art, taking hours to gently infuse the fillets with a rich, smoky flavor. Moreover, the temperature in the oven is constantly controlled to ensure a perfect smoking process. The salmon fillets will undergo further processing to enhance their flavor. This includes hand cutting to remove any leftover bones and trimming. Once the smoked salmon is clean and shiny, the next step is to use specialized slicers to cut them into small, thin, even pieces. Different machines will produce fish pieces with different shapes, suitable for each method of cold smoking or hot smoking. These gorgeous, beautiful salmon slices then meet the packaging station. The fish slices are hand-weighed by workers to ensure that the fish packages are of equal weight. The fish plates are then vacuum sealed to lock in the freshness for a long-term shelf life. Some modern factories will invest in automatic packaging systems with packaging machines and conveyor lines. It is worth mentioning how the factories ensure quality in the production process of smoked salmon. Before entering the processing area, all workers must pass through a sterilization room. During the processing, the hygiene and condition of the fish are randomly sampled for continuous observation. In addition, the packages of fish are also meticulously weighed. All of this contributes to a dish that is moderately high-priced in some regions and considered as a delicacy. Shipping will take place as soon as orders from restaurants, supermarkets, or other vendors are requested. Smoked salmon is a delicious and versatile ingredient that can be used in many different dishes. It's also a healthy choice, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. The smoking process is a meticulous art that is steeped in tradition and refined over centuries. Now you know how your beloved smoked salmon is made from the deep cold waters to the dinner plates. That was a fantastic journey, wasn't it? See you next time. Chocolate is a widely loved treat enjoyed around the world, an indulging experience for people of all ages and cultures. But how does it go from a simple cocoa bean to the delicious dessert we all enjoy? Today, we'll explore the journey of chocolate making. Let's dive in! Originating from the ancient civilizations of Mesoamerica, Chocolate was used as a simple beverage made from ground cacao beans by the Maya and Aztec peoples. It was brought to America in the 17th century by European explorers and was initially enjoyed only by the wealthy and aristocracy. A significant milestone in chocolate history occurred in 1828 when Dutch inventor Conrad van Houten developed the cocoa press, revolutionizing production and creating smooth cocoa powder. By the late 19th century, famous chocolate brands such as Hershey, Cadbury, and Nestle began to appear and bring their products to the world. Chocolate was no longer a luxury drink, but became a popular and globally loved food. The first step is to harvest the ripe cacao pods using machetes or shears, making sure not to damage the branches. Cacao pods are split open using a machete or a club to extract the beans, with only the best quality beans being chosen. Each pod holds between 20 to 40 beans. The harvested cacao beans undergo fermentation to create their distinct chocolate flavor. This usually takes place over 5 to 6 days. Next, the beans are dried to halt any additional fermentation. Typically, they are spread out on wooden platforms or laid directly on the ground to dry naturally under the sun. Then, these cacao beans will undergo a thorough quality inspection to ensure that only the highest quality beans are selected for chocolate production. After inspection, the cacao beans are prepared for transport. Firstly, the cacao beans are cleaned to remove any debris. Roasting the cocoa nibs enhances the chocolate's flavor and aroma. The beans are roasted in gas-heated spherical roasters, which also help facilitate husk removal. During this process, the beans are heated in revolving drums to loosen their shells before moving on to the next step. After being finely ground, cacao beans undergo conching, where they are mixed and heated at a specific time and temperature. This process involves complex reactions that enhance the flavor and create the smooth, characteristic texture of chocolate. Tempered chocolate is now ready for molding into its final form. This could be anything from simple bars to intricate figures. The liquid chocolate is carefully poured into molds of various shapes and sizes. The molds are vibrated to remove air bubbles. Then, the chocolate is cooled, hardened, and ready for packaging. Finally, the finished chocolate products move down the conveyor belt to an automated packaging system, ready for consumption. If you're enjoying the sweet taste of these chocolate bars, leave us a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our featured content. See you soon!